I'm just gonna be turning that down a little bit so I can focus on what I'm saying. I hope everyone's doing great. Today we are going to be we're going to be handling things a little differently. So due to some scheduling conflicts, unfortunately, I had to push back. The matches another day, so we didn't have a stream last night. But today we are going to be finishing off Group B's matches, meaning that the three teams that we'll be playing today are Kiminova, our a new team's debuting today, Boba Horchata, and what's it called? And we're also going to be having Envision making another appearance along with Kiminova at the same time. So we're going to be finishing off said group, and for now, since yesterday the map selection system was a little flawed, since the map selection is a little flawed, was a little flawed last time, we're going to be implementing a new system where I actually have representatives of each team join me in the casting VC. So that way we'll get to have a fair chance at banning and picking maps. So that way we are going to have a more fair matchup. Unfortunately, 1 second, sorry. Anyway, so now we have okay, let me go ahead and undeafen on Discord. So here we have the two representatives of each team. We have Muffcakes from Team Kiminova. Say hi, Muffcakes.
Hello.
And we also have Tree from Team Boba Horchata. Welcome to the event. Today is your guys' first day. Say hi to chat.
Hello.
So the way this is gonna work, guys, is essentially what's gonna happen is we have our map select UI, and we're obviously gonna go one by one. But instead of picking first, we're gonna have bans first. So essentially, I want you guys to like play along with me here. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5. Whoever gets the closest to the number I'm thinking of will get to pick the first map, okay? Or get to ban the first map, okay? Ready?
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
4.
5.
Okay, so the number was 5. So Tree is going to be Tree's team is going to get the first map ban. So Tree, if you'd like to consult your team for a map ban, you have a few seconds to do so. Just let me know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. We would like to ban Icebox.
Icebox. Okay, perfect choice. Icebox will be the first ban for the stream. Now, Muff, what would Kiminoba like to ban?
Abyss.
Abyss. Okay, perfect. I assume that's just a pain point for your team. So here's Abyss as our second ban. Now, since Tree actually won the game of odds, let's go ahead and ask for a map pick from Bobo Horchata. What would you like the first map pick to be? Remember, Icebox and Abyss are banned.
Okay. We'll take Haven.
Haven first? Alright, sounds good. Haven will be our very first map. All right. So Muffcakes, what would Kiminoba like to pick?
Bind.
Bind. Perfect. Bind is going to be our second map, and as such, that leaves us with Ascent, Lotus, and Sunset to decide on. And for, I guess, since we haven't seen a Sunset map yet, I'd like to select Sunset as our decider. So chat, here is our excuse me. All right, so here's the map series. Let's go VCT map. I know I'm sick, but I sound like oh my goodness. All right, so Muff and Tree, you are free to rejoin your teams if you guys were in a VC. If not, feel free to call your teams over because the game will begin in about 20 minutes. But for now, chat, here are your maps. Everybody, thank you to Muffcakes and Tree for participating in this format, and thank you to their teams for participating in the tournament. And we will be coming back shortly with our game, so stay tuned. All right, everyone, and we're off once again. We are going to be the ban for this map is Cypher, so there will be no Cypher in our first Haven game for the night between Kiminoba and Boa Horchata, who are making their first debut. And I see the very first Vice pick of the series, which or of the tournament actually. So this is gonna be something interesting to see. However, let's see how Kiminoba is going to react to lacking a Cypher. I'm not entirely sure that they ran a Cypher in their previous series. I think they exclusively ran Killjoy. But I don't think that this team has played Haven yet, so it's definitely gonna be something I'm looking forward to seeing from either side. That being said, I should inform everyone that Boba Horchata and Kiminoba are actually the two lowest rated teams in the tournament, but that does not take away from their skill. Boba Horchata is still unproven, and we know that Kiminoba has beasts with the likes of Luck Anti-Potato and Aquanox, putting up absolute numbers, as well as Muffcakes and Bad Class VA with just pure raw fragging power. But yes, what will happen is yet to be seen as we enter our very first match of the night on Haven.
Get a drop?
We can see Bad Class VA now on the raise, opting for more of an aggressive role rather than the initiator that he played Friday. Tree. And honestly, it's just genuinely gonna be interesting to see the setup from the defending side with this Vice. I don't believe that they've practiced this character.
There.
Alright, so the match begins. For some reason I have high average ping, but that's not a huge issue. We see Luck Anti-Potato testing the waters, jump peeking mid. Bad Class VA is already up garage. I'm sure that Boba Horchata is aware of this, as Kiminoba is already looking to go on the aggressive. We have so many engagements yet to be seen over here. The Vice Flash goes live. Tree with the first pick of the match. Zangetsu not quite able to land any shots. Oh my god, Kishin with great spam through the smoke. That's one up for Boba Horchata. Zangetsu with a follow-up. Muffcakes is left to engage onto Zen here. Zen does not quite get away with the kill here, and the attempted teleport to chase Muffcakes will not succeed. Aquanox now making their way up. C long, not quite landing shots on Zangetsu. Zangetsu finishing it off, putting us on one for Boba Horchata. Not a terrific start for Kiminoba, but we still got some picks. We still got some kills going their way. Maybe they're just still getting warm. It's all good. And that being said, Boba Horchata, terrific debut, terrific first round. I really like seeing the team play there and the great coordination that they had. Despite giving Garage early, they were able to immediately capitalize on the space taken. And now we see an early smoke going out from the side of Kiminoba that Kishin's gonna take advantage of, and Kishin could go huge here. Bad Class VA, I'm not sure Bad Class VA is aware of this position, but the boombot to clear. Kishin up close, getting two! Bad Class VA is left to scramble and get a kill. Bad Class VA is able to trade it. Zen now chiming in with one of their own. And Boba Horchata are up by 2 again. Muffcakes is stuck in the corner. Zangetsu gets stunned by his own stun. And Muffcakes able to capitalize on that. Always Sunny 777 looking to help their teammate. But Zen rapidly on the approach with the shotgun. Muffcakes is full blind. And a third one for Zen on the round. Another point for Boba Horchata. Terrific stuff so far. I really like this team play I'm seeing. Well, let's keep at it, Boba Horchata. Show me more. Show me more action. Bring it to Kiminoba. Bring it to Kiminoba even more. I'd really like to see you guys pop off more. Bad Class VA already looking for the aggressive push with the satchel. Zen able to secure that kill and get away scot-free. Not a lick of damage taken. And Tree, it looks like Tree's in trouble as two people look to face them down long, and Muffcakes taking free space down Garage. Thorns going out, Dizzy going up, the flash, the wingman, everyone is blind on the side. Tree can't quite take advantage of the chaos. And the plant will go through as the wall. Always Sunny 77, Muffcakes and Garage. Muffcakes getting 2 for themselves. And Kiminoba is finally breathing a breath of fresh air as the rifles bailed him out for this round. Now the question is, what can Boba Horchata do in this situation? Will they take advantage of the close positions? Kishin and Springwave getting caught by that tether. And Wingman clapping in front of Springwave. Oh my god, and the Mosh as well, and the Dizzy layered on top. Luck and Tea Potato is not letting this counterpart Gecko live, and the headshot from Luck and Tea Potato. Very good stuff from Kiminoba. Kishi now at full health, left to scramble away with a stinger or potentially grab a couple exits and even just die to the bomb for the extra money. But they won't give him the chance. Maybe Aquinox says no, claiming the free kill. Zen is already going on the aggressive. The Dizzy goes high, catching onto the early peak. Aquinox is still contesting it. Both of them trade a few shots, and both of them taking a relatively equivalent amount of damage. But as the dust settles,
I'll find you.
we see that Kiminoba is looking to advance on A. Luck and Tea Potato venturing through the smoke. We have 2 people trained on A long here. Sprigwave is ready with the utility. Mosh Pit goes out. And Boba Horchata's positions are relatively solid. They want to keep every sightline. They want to keep every sightline secured. They don't quite call a rotate yet, which is probably the best part of their play so far. As Kiminoba looks to venture middle, I think Always Sunny is not ready for this engagement. Zangetsu barely spots the ponytail on the Sage. And the smoke goes through to make sure that middle is secure. Kishin on the off angle right here. Can Always Sunny punish this? They see the wisps of smoke go through, but Kishin able to punish. And Tree as well able to get rid of Bad Class VA. class dismissed, they say, as they take the raise down. Sprigwave is looking to reaggress towards A as 3 players from Kiminova are finally planning the spike. And it looks like the C play was but a ruse. But still, Kiminova's numbers aren't looking very good as the Neon jumps out. So does Zen. Lekati Potato getting rid of the Jet, but the Neon is still causing them problems as Sprigwave sends over Wingman. And the Dizzy does blind everyone on the side, but Zangetsu able to secure the kill. And Bobo Chata able to grab a third defuse, able to grab a third round on defense with the defuse. Willman, you've done a great service.
That's true. Good advice.
Kiminova down 2, but their spirits not down yet. We are still observing a potential tie over here. And honestly, if I were Kiminova, I'd say 2 rounds down, no problem. We won 9 in a row last night. We won 9 in a row last match, or last series. And as you can see, the ping's going live. As you can see, the ping's going. Looking for a push onto Garage. The paranoid Fade Eye there, making sure no one is close. Puffcakes is really taking time and giving due diligence to the potential clearing as the Neon sprints through middle, takes a shotgun blast to the face from downrange. 63 health on Zangetsu. They are full blind, but they managed to still get one onto Puffcakes back pass VA, finally refragging down Tree and Kishin. Chiming in, but Lucky Potato stops Kishin's rampaging, but Sprigwave, is Aquanox ready for Sprigwave coming up? No! He's gonna get caught with his smoke out, and Lucky Potato isn't ready for Sprigwave either, but Tree securing the round for Boba, the side of Boba Chata with 20 health, no problem.
Something to be said for downright doggedness, no? Most people would know when they're beaten. I've got funds to burn. Who needs a gun?
And now it is time for a tactical timeout for the side of Kiminova, as the coach probably looks to give them some motivating words. But honestly, this match is going terrific so far. The defending side of Boba Chata is incredibly solid. The attacking side of Kiminova isn't always what?
Can we get a little more time then? Because we just wasted 30 seconds of our timeout.
Go ahead and pause the timer. I will. I can move him to the Discord VC.
Thank you. It didn't pause.
It's the timeout. The timeout won't. It'll pause the in-game timer. It's okay. Let the timeout run out.
Oh.
Just let the coach join. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he on Discord?
Wait, can you give him the
Yeah,
role? I don't know if he has the role.
I don't think. Yeah, you might not have the rule.
I can't find him on the server.
Oh. Is he not in the server?
I don't think he is. Okay, how about this?
Yeah,
how about this? Play out the next like 2 rounds, and then I'll give you.
Wait, look at general. He is in general.
Look at general. Look at general.
It's Rai-Chai.
Stupid ass.
Yeah, can you join VC, Rai?
Alright, you should be able to know.
Team 1. Yo.
Yeah, what's up?
Coach, join
Join VC. Join
the
VC,
team,
Roy.
scroll
You
up.
join Team
Scroll
1?
up.
What do you mean? It's kind of not working.
VC on Discord.
Oh, thank God.
He's here.
Anyway. Alright, you have
Okay, we
30.
got him.
You have 30 seconds.
Alright.
10 seconds. All right, on pause. One of you on pause.
I got it. I got it.
All right,
Wait.
it's okay. Just let it run out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wait for the timeout screen to go away.
Yeah.
It should be gone at like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. All right, we will proceed with the match. Bit of a tech pause right there, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. We managed to get the coach in the call, in order for them to talk. But you know, they had their timeout. They had their quick little breather, and now we see Zen approaching towards A main again. But as we can see from C long, there's two people stacked up, and the side of Kiminoba has two players on the other side. Not quite sure how they not quite sure how they let that happen, but Trees Wall on, oh my goodness, Sprigwave able to trade out Aquinox, who takes down Zen. And now we see more aggression from Sprigwave towards mid as three members of Kiminoba actually look to potentially punish his mispositioning. 1 health on Sprigwave. The flash goes out to defender spawn. Luckety Potato able to punish that. Now numbers in favor of Kiminoba. Will they be able to convert this round into a winning one? Let's find out. We have 4 players barreling towards A. As the 3 members left from the side of Bobo Horchata still towards C, probably just thinking of attacking this altogether. Eye goes through towards spawn, does not detect anyone, but that's just because they're just out of range. But I mean, the Sage Wall should be enough of an insurance policy to make sure that no one pulls a fast one from CT. Despite this, oh my goodness, and Kishin's flank gets punished. That frag right there spells trouble for the side of Bobo Horchata, who does not check the positioning of bad class VA, and Zangetsu left alone to potentially pick up the pieces against 4 players against all odds, trying his best to slide through, but Sunny will deny the dream. Sunny will stop it from coming true, and Bobo Horchata conceding yet another round to Kiminoba. And we are starting to see more even numbers here as the scoreline enters 4-2.
Let's flush them out.
Backpass VA is baiting out the wall. Kishin able to grab an off angle over. Oh my god, he still gets one onto Backpass VA. Muffcakes denies any further engagements, and Always Sunny capitalizing on the timing as Tree watches Garage. And oh my goodness, is Zangetsu ready for Always Sunny? 777. This Battle Sage fighting their way through the side. Bobo Horchata is already down 3 players. And we're left wondering what happened. Now the post plant will ensue as Zen and Sprigwave on the side of Bobo Horchata try to once again salvage a round that might not be necessarily the most winnable one. They shoot out Thrash and they send their own. Can they get Sprigwave caught here? Sprigwave is detained, but Zen is still able to take engagements for their teammate. Will continue to protect them with their life, but Potato with the amazing peek onto Zen, and Sprigwave might not get out in time. And the side of Kiminoba is just chilling down long.
There.
Kishin looking to go on the aggressive, but the Prowler says no. The Spectre will not get to spray down any players today, and Bad Class VA, not necessarily the most accurate grenade, but definitely an ambitious one. Kishin, oh my goodness, Kishin is looking for a forward position, but Bad Class VA seemingly wise to it. That judge comes in handy up close, ultimately. And yeah, he'll take that free pick and just back up. He's incredibly satisfied with that. Zen and Zangetsu are already paranoid of Garage, but little do they know that Kiminova just simply has their numbers towards A. Backpass VA popping the showstopper, going through, sends it towards Spawn, does a terrific damage, but ultimately does not secure any kills as Tree's Vice Flash goes through. Backlash VA with yet another with the judge, picking off one of the healthier players actually. Sprigwave and Zen forced to peek at such low health. They really need Zangetsu to pick one off for the time being, but Sprigwave says no problem. I don't think that I'm afraid of these players. Backlash VA finally getting rid of the second healthy player. Oh my goodness, Backlash VA grabs another, but punished by Zen finally. Stops the rampaging judge, and Aquinox secures the last kill, equalizing the scoreline for Kiminova. We have 4. It's 4-4 now. As we can see right here, money is no object for Kiminova already due to their 3-round win streak. Still though, economy-wise, it seems that Boba Horchata isn't quite doing the best. Still, they're able to scrap together a buy with 3 rifles, Sheriff, and a Marshal, and it seems like we're still gonna have a few fair fights on our hands. As Bad Class VA looks to contest Garage once again, this time with a trusty Phantom rather than a judge. Zen jiggling. Bad Class VA spotting it. Zen with the peek, and the Phantom betrays him down mid-range, but Muffcake's able to get the spam to finish off the low HP target. 1 for 1. And I'm not sure what this... But Sprigwave able to catch Always Sunny 777, lacking down long with the Marshal, putting it to good use and making sure that Kiminova realizes that despite the fact that they have many rifles, they still have to worry about actual strong holds. The round reaches a bit of standstill. Boba Horchata is still spread out throughout the map, making sure that every position is covered. Lucky Potato is exploring his options, but what a shot onto Kishin. What a terrific flick, opening up the A site.
Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man.
Can we clip, please? Nope.
Bring me the arsenal!
Well, I hope that chat clips it because that was a very nice shot. Muffcake's now going out with the Prowler, spotting out the enemy Gecko, who sends out Wingman to start the defuse, but the defuse can't quite go through, so Tree steps onto the plate. Instead, Aquinox taking out Sprigwave, but Tree taking out Muffcakes, who tries to get rid of the diffuser, and Aquinox secures the round for the side of Kiminova. And we are back, making sure that the technical issues have been solved, and they have been. Alright then. Not sure why OBS is giving me such a difficult time. But you know what? Let's move on. Backlash VA is already picking up their trusty operator. Sprigger is already off the angle, but looking to re-aggress already. What a peek. But Bad Class VA unable to react to it in time. It seems that Sprigwave wants to bait yet another shot, potentially to let Zangetsu follow up from the engagement, but they really just want to... They really just seem to want to test this off. Sprigwave continually jiggling this operator. No fear. And oh my goodness, Bad Class VA is definitely thrown off by such aura that Sprigwave is exerting. 3 people towards A now. Muffcake's able to effectively clear garage, but do they know what is lurking in the window? Do they know that the Omen with the stinger is lurking towards the window as another prowler goes through to clear towards middle? And they know that they have the space, but oh my goodness, the blind from tree doing dividends. Always Sunny 777 finally able to get rid of the player that is causing problems on window. And now Sunny making sure to slice the pie. Zangetsu with the Ares though able to get rid of Sunny. And both Dizzies completely blindsiding all players. Muffcake's able to grab 2 of her own. Tree left panicking and swinging around in the backside, and Muffcake's with 3. Sprigwave cannot stand a chance. Six for Kiminova so far. I like what I'm seeing. They might have had a little bit of a slow start, but they're starting to get the groove back. Sprigwave is already blind. Kishin is looking to go aggressive once again. Oh my god, getting away with a shot onto Muffcakes. And he's fine with that. He's fine with getting them to burn the res. And well, Kibinova will gladly take the opportunity to res, especially after that smoke goes live. But well, now we're at a 5v5 standstill once again. That ticket is no longer available, and that armor for Muffcakes is no longer available either. We see Zangetsu already approaching, trying to distract for his teammate to walk up with the Marshall up close, trying their best to line up a shot, but Sprigwave unable to get one. Kishin grab one onto Muffcakes, but Aquinox and Potato answering in kind with 2 of their own. Kiminoba's up by 1 player once again, and Zangetsu is stuck towards sewer. But Bad Class doesn't want none of that. Bad Class does not want to deal with a Spectre up close, especially with an expensive gun like the Operator. And they're already through garage. Zen is on the right side, and then Potato is also wise to it. Bad Class VA approaching to secure window, and look at the Potato throwing out Wingman. Wingman will complete his mission. Not quite able to be taken down by Tree. Planting the bomb. Bad Class VA now holding the last player, running through A-Link, going through B, full blind, and still alive, but not for long. As always, Sunny puts an end to the display of terrific movement. Again, just I'm loving the neon play. I'm loving the neon play this tournament, like genuinely. I am absolutely liking. I love here's the thing. I love watching neon plays. I don't like when they're pulled on me, because I just completely lose my mind when I'm unable to headshot her right away. She just jumps around me, and it's just so frustrating. Sprigwave is ambitious here. He grabs 1 body shot and says that's good enough for me. Bad Class VA already up with the Operator on top of the boxes. Thrash going live. Can the Operator land the shot? But Thrash cannot detain any players as Muffcakes effectively deals with the flank. And Bad Class VA is full blind, holding with this Operator. The numbers are still in favor of Kiminoba. Tree is all the way in the back, but they might be wise to it. They're definitely checking. They're definitely expecting a little bit of activity towards the flank. But will Sunny expect the angle towards CT? The answer is no. It looks like Tree is going to... It looks like Tree is going to be safe for now. But Sunny is still a bit paranoid. Bad Class VA finally getting rid of Sprigwave. And the Nightfall coming alive. As Kishin is left alone to run towards the top of sight in Heaven, walking through the slow. Bad Class VA is not holding Heaven. There's no smoke for it. Kishin grabbing the dink onto Bad Class VA. Finally 1 HP. Tree in the back, not calming, not saying anything, keeping complete silence. Sunny getting picked up as well, and the Thrash finally going through. Can Tree get rid of it? Nope. Tree is going to get detained towards the back of site, and Muffcakes finishing it off with 3 of their own. 8 and 4 for Kiminova.
Switching sides.
And now the difficult part begins. Defense has not really been a strong suit for Kiminova. And attack, again, Boba Horchata, not very proven, but their defense was solid. It did crumble towards the end, but I believe that that Boba Horchata can still put on a show for everyone watching stream right now. Already looking to go on the aggressive as Muffcake sends the Fade Eye immediately. And the Vice Flash going live. Zen and Zangetsu immediately running into side backlash V, and Muffcakes effectively dealing with the entry fraggers, but Tree and Kishin a strong backline, making sure that the site is secured. And despite the numbers equalizing, Tree and Sprigwave are so dangerously low. Another flash from the Vice, not quite catching onto anyone. Aquinox is looking for an opportunity to contest. Sprigwave is so dangerously low. They really need to capitalize on that damage. Always Sunny taking a bit of themselves. Kishin able to grab one onto Potato. It looks like a done and dusted round for Boba Horchata, but Aquinox keeping it competitive, grabbing one of the Sprigwave, not able to continue with the frags as a 1 HP Tree will claim a second kill.
I'm out of here. Shortcut. Almost out.
Duelists are already through. The Omen Blind goes through, but Zen able to punish Aquinox effectively, and Backclass V is immediately taken out of the equation along with Muffcakes. And the shotgun up close, Sunny does not want anything to do with that. Luck and Tea Potato looking to venture forth, potentially slicing the pie effectively. And the Mosh goes through, clearing out the angle, but Zangetsu able to get away with their life for now. But in the face of 5 players, I don't think Kiminova is going to be able to follow up on that damage. So maybe they opt to just let the bomb take them out for the extra cash. Kishin is looking, oh my goodness, Kishin on the aggressive. Luck and Tea Potato might get caught with their pants down and still able to effectively go out to the bomb as planned. Good round for Boba Horchata. The second on the board on this half.
Here.
Again, a really quick play from the side of Boba Horchata towards A as 5 players already flood onto site, and a 5v5 retake ensues. Oh my goodness, Aquinox gets immediately overwhelmed by the updraft by Zen, and claiming the Phantom and immediately jumping back down to rejoin the squad. The Dizzy doesn't quite catch anyone onto Heaven. It seems like the call was a little bit delayed, but I mean, they did not have any information about them potentially jumping back down. Bad Class VA now left to deal with it with a classic, able to pick one up onto tree, but Kishin is already ready for it. And Zangetsu with the shotgun duel goes his way! And Bad Class VA able to claim it with the boombot, but the rest of the kills go the way of Boba Horchata, and the 7th round along with them.
Here. Here.
And it seems that Kiminova are now prepping for an A stack, seeing as Boba Horchata have seemed to rely on a 5-man A push for taking side effectively each round. They hear the util getting placed down, the Vice Flash going live, getting muff cakes. Zen is already through, grabbing 2 of his own and 3 for the Jet player, making sure Zangetsu's life is not lost in vain. Kishin looking to already end the round, spamming through the smoke, predicting that one person would be in there. Potato is playing it as patiently as can be, maybe looking for even a single exit. Even a single exit could make a difference. But the Dizzy busts him, but he's able to grab one onto Zen. 3 left for Boba Horchata, but they're all incredibly healthy. And Potato is only 1 bullet away, unfortunately. So he may be just forced to back off, or, well, I guess go down to bomb as usual. The save for Kiminova doesn't quite go their way. And Boba Horchata able to pick up an 8th. These rounds are going away really quickly. And if Boba Horchata can continue to maintain this momentum, potentially the map could go away just as quickly. And another timeout for Kiminova begins as the coach looks to motivate them once again. So far we've seen the good old bum rush strat from Boba Horchata. I mean, we can't really call it much of a strat, but it is a call to be made that 5 people push on the site. They do have the 2 duelists that are able to take space incredibly quickly, and they also have the Vice Flash towards short, which is able to effectively clear out some angles, especially with players holding towards behind default box to contest short. So I'm really liking the even though it's a bit uncoordinated, I really like that they use all their utility with intent. I like that they have the one focus in mind, and that is to get to site as quickly as possible. And they are absolutely passing with flying colors here. Kiminova is looking to instead put 3 players towards A site, but honestly, they might be in for a surprise, because it seems that Boba Horchata is setting up to bomb rush middle this time, as Zangetsu goes through immediately, rushing through the Sage Wall, putting up the fast lane. Oh my goodness, Zangetsu going through immediately on the aggressive Zen, getting rid of Lucky Potato, who gets rid of Zangetsu. And the alarm and the boombot able to chase Zen for oh my goodness, for only about 20 damage, but getting rid of Muff Cakes in the meantime through the smoke. So many things were going on. There was so much chaos, but as the dust settles, we see that the bomb is immediately grabbed from Kishin using a very popular Omen tech, and the showstopper goes out from Bad Class VA, is able to grab one, but no, the Rosa ult onto the Omen, able to jump through to logs, but the teleport to backside is unexpected from Bad Class VA. 8 health on the player. Eight health on the Omen player as he closes out the round. And now the aggressive push once again towards middle by Zangetsu. Will we see the same fast lane? No, it's towards the left. This time Zen is already up top, fighting A-Link. Zangetsu jumping around, popping the overdrive over. Muffcake's able to punish Zen. Kishin punishing Aquinox with that rifle. Zangetsu already threw A-Link. Stun onto Muffcakes. One onto Muffcakes and one onto Bad Class VA. The only one left remaining is Lucky Potato with a shotgun towards middle. Can he win this engagement against Tree? Not possible.
Right there. See you on the other side.
Gotta go. Short ready. Satchel up.
Bad Class with the punish onto Kishin as he goes to check for the flank, but Bobo Chata still in very good control of the side. Zangetsu grabbing two despite being very low. Muffcake's able to grab one. Zen answers with another, and Muffcakes is left all alone on the site. All these players are hunting, looking inside the smoke tree, able to grab one more. 11 for Bobo Chata. Now they're planting their feet on the ground. They are able to win their gunfights, and despite them crumbling towards the end of the defense half, their attack half is definitely going much better.
Here.
And again, the send onto A main. The call is not made on the side of Kiminova. The Vice Flash goes through. Every single piece of take utility is going through again, and the plant is coming through. The Raise Nade can't quite stop what's happening. And Bad Class VA is forced to back off due to the thorns. Thrash going live from Kiminova, able to catch onto Zangetsu. The blind also going through, but Zen able to cover their teammates. Muffcake's grabbing one onto Zen. Sprigwave and Tree chiming in with two of their own. Bad Class VA is alone in no man's land. Always Sunny able to think Zangetsu, but Tree seals the deal with 3 kills of their own. And it's match point for Boba Ochata.
Match point.
Boba Ochata facing a winning situation. Kiminova in the face of defeat in the first map. But they've quickly established themselves as the comeback kids of the tournament. So we may be surprised. However, this take by Zen and Zangetsu is impossible to stop. They are just so incredibly quick. And all the util going their way. Lucky Potato finally punishing one player, sprinting onto site. Zangetsu making sure to do due diligence and tech the corner, spamming onto Muffcakes. I think only just a bullet's worth of damage was dealt. Zen takes similar amount of damage. Bad Class VA and crew are just holding the site down, stopping the barrel from just rolling through. And we still have, oh my god, we still have Aquinox towards mid. Backlash VA with a nice shot onto Sprigwave to drop the bomb. Zangetsu picking it up and immediately hightailing it out of there. Kishin able to punish Potato down short. Backlash VA grabbing one onto Zen as the rest goes through. Not quite able to spot Lucky Potato's head. And Backlash grabbing the orb to secure the showstopper. Not a lot of health on Kishin, only 18. And the rest of Kiminova looking quite healthy. The only healthy player on the side of Boba Ochata right now is Zangetsu. And if Zangetsu can go the distance, then we could potentially finish this map against 5 players. But Potato says no. Potato takes Kishin down. and it's just Zangetsu in a 1v5, and I think Bad Class VA has had enough of their shenanigans. With a quick peek and a quick headshot onto Zangetsu in order to grab the defuse for the 9th round by Kiminoba.
Here. 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 Here.
And a quick send onto middle once again. Zangetsu's already through to the back of B. Will Always Sunny punish this? Yes! Always Sunny will punish that attack. And the Vice ult goes through, but doesn't quite catch on to anyone. Backclass VA with the showstopper going through. Luckety Potato can't quite win the engagement onto Kishin. Zen missing the shots, betraying him. Backclass VA and Sunny grabbing two, but Kishin keeping it competitive. Grabbing Muff Cakes, able to grab an angle onto Backclass VA. Probably grabbing one onto Sunny. He stops the diffuser. 4 for him on the round. Can Kishin secure the... Oh my god, both flies go through! Aquinox can't see a damn thing, so neither can Kishin! But Aquinox denies the ace! What a terrific play from both Omens, and able to secure the half defuse. 10 rounds for Kiminoba. What a close round. What a terrific round at that. Kiminoba breathing a sigh of relief as their life in this first map is maintained by their insane controller player Aquinox. But Kishin has just been causing them so many problems with perfect timing and perfect positioning. Now Bobo or Chata will go for their old reliable, and we see that 2 towards long are already contesting. Bad Class VA, no fear whatsoever, barreling into 3 players, but does he realize that 3 of them are around the corner? Can he get one shot? He is able to get the fadeaway onto Springwave. Luckety Potato chimes in with one of their own, but Zen with the trade, and it's 4v3 for Kiminoba once again. Bad Class is not afraid whatsoever. Bad Class does not care if anyone is around that smoke, but he'll soon find out that truly no one is around that smoke, as Tree looks to venture towards C. Kiminoba, 3 players towards C for the 2 players that are headed towards C. Zen doing due diligence to make sure that they clear towards Garage. Muff Cakes is so up close with that classic, clearing towards middle, throwing the eye to make sure she spots out Grass, but Tree able to get the perfect timing on to Muff Cakes. But Aquinox is still backside. Aquinox goes ahead and punishes Tree despite losing 1 for it, and Always Sunny in a perfect position to capitalize on Zen's position, and the Omen's dueling once again. Kishin comes out on top, but Always Sunny the insurance policy for their team. 11 for Kiminoba. Can this be overtime? The first overtime of the Time Zone Assertoric Advanced Tournament. Dropping the gun. Why am I casting the pre-round? Dropping the gun. I assume in disbelief that round just happened. But Boba Horchata are not letting up. Boba Horchata are going to continue to try the tried and true strat of pushing 5 towards A and 2 people towards long, sending the tether and the nade. Will it catch onto any? It caught onto 1 exactly. Onto Kishin, who was unable to get away, but Zangetsu with one of his own. Already on site, grabbing one onto Always Sunny. Muff Cakes answers in kind. No more overdrive, only the Blade Storm remaining. And the Thrash going through. Can they punish this? Zen able to dash out. And the smoke going through towards the bottom, but Muff Cakes with the panic. Thrash going through towards CT. It catches onto both. It's over for Kiminoba. Bobo Horchata with a great Gecko play. Tree finishing it off with 3, and Boba Horchata's dreams will be crushed once again by the opposing team. No overtime. And that is the end of. We will now proceed with the game. We have we have the side of Boba Horchata defending once again first. And the agent that is banned for this map is Raze. So we're not going to be seeing Raze on Bind, which is definitely an interesting sight to see, because honestly, I think Raze is one of the most picked agents on this map, just because her utility is so effective. So yeah, now that we're seeing I think the first meta pick ban. Actually no, KO on Ascent was a meta pick ban as well. But yeah, seeing no Raze is going to be incredibly interesting. And as we can see here, we have Boba Horchata opting for a Cypher Omen Jet comp. I think they're gonna run double Sentinel. They might be interested in running the Cypher Deadlock that a lot of people have been raving about, but it seems that Tree is opting to choose KO instead. So and Sprigwave is locking in the sky, so they go double Inish. Kiminoba, on the other hand, is going for the more reliable, or I guess the more seen pick on Bind. Brimstone, along with Gecko, Fade, Cypher, and the Yoru, which honestly isn't incredibly uncommon for a duelist pick. Now, we do have 2 double initiator comps, but they're honestly incredibly different. Really, the only parallel I can draw in this comp is the Cyphers. So there's definitely going to be 2 completely different strategies on either side. And yeah, we're getting ready to see some action between these 2 teams once again. We already see a default going through for pistol around the Yoru teleport, making it all the way towards A. The KO knife going deep onto A main, suppressing no one, it seems. But the information is still there for the side of Boba Horchata. We can see that the attackers towards B have already started an engagement, and the one-way cage going through already. Fade Eye getting cleared out as Zangetsu and Tree are spamming through this one-way cage, keeping the attackers locked down. Always Sunny taking a lot of damage actually. Brim Smoke's already going through. I think Kiminoba really want the side, but the teleport from behind by Sprigwave, the blind going through from Sprigwave, catching onto Muffcakes, the tags through the door. Zen already with the first pick of the match. Second pick as well goes his way. Sprigwave and Zen together, clearing out the side of Kiminoba. The first defending round goes in favor of Boba Horchata. See yet another default on the save round for Kiminoba. They're trying some classic tactics. Hopefully if my cat gets off my desk, I could probably cast a bit more. Backclass VA getting caught by Kishin up close with the Spectre. The right click not really going his way, and Tree already sending the fragment onto the fragment onto Hookah, and 2 players already looking to follow up based on the information. 2 of them are stuck in the teleport, but luckily Sprigwave has flashes. But that does mean that there's only 1 player on A site, and it's a half HP Kishin. And they can still take advantage of that if they had guns, but Kishin has a Spectre. So we'll see how this is gonna turn out. Kishin with the peek, able to take out Potato. Equinox answers with with the trade. And now we see a 4v3 retake in favor of Boba Horchata. Aquinox able to acquire the weapon, and as well as full util Tree clearing towards U-Haul. Will they double peek this? Aquinox not quite able to react in time. Tree gets the better of them. Muffcake's only with the pistol as well as Sunny, and Zen claims that, so it's just it's seconds left for Always Sunny at this point, and the defuse comes through from Bobo Horchata. 2 on the board for them.
Right here. Right here.
Now, armed with actual strong weapons, Kiminova looks to explore their potential on A site. Aquinox is already taking a lot of space towards back, along with the Yoru.
I got you.
And well, I mean, Boba Horchata are very glad to give that away because, well, they have them on lockdown in A short. They know that they can't get through unless they get rid of Zen or they get rid of Sprigwave. Sprigwave's got a flash. Sprigwave, I believe, could get a flash ready. Ambitious with that Spectre peeking, but Bad Class VA is trying to. Bad Class VA is making sure they stay patient, because only one small mistake could be make or break for this round, since both sides have relatively strong weapons. Backlash VA is still aiming towards middle side. Kishin with a terrific game sense peek onto Bath, realizing that the space was given for so long and that someone inevitably walked up. Zen is looking to follow up already. Aquinox, I don't think Aquinox is ready. Kishin already looking to spam once again, and well, Zen's taken out by Aquinox. No trade in sight. 1-to-1 for the side of either side, but Kiminova doesn't have any time. Kishin can completely shut this down with just one paranoia and a teleport towards bench. Will they expect the angle? Yes! Luckity Potato able to get rid of Kishin. All they have to do is stop the plant. They stopped the plant. Wingman couldn't complete his mission, and it's disaster for Kiminova. One round given away simply due to Sprigwave's daring pursuit of Wingman. And, well, the side of Kiminova is unable to secure the last second plant, meaning that the third round has slipped away from their grasp.
Careful here.
Now Kiminova not on the best buy, and they don't really have a lot of money either, but they do really need to make something work here. Taking advantage of that lost bonus. Oh my god, going on the aggressive. Backlash VA may have flashed most of his team, but Sunny's able to capitalize on Zen's position, and Sprigwave is caught with the good old Trailblazer out, and the plan finally comes through for Kiminova. 5% take! They don't know that Kishin's behind, able to line up the shot. 3 for Kishin! Quickly putting down 4 as well. Bad Class VA didn't stand a chance, and Tree might be able to put the final nail in the coffin. Kishin wants to skill onto Sunny, but Sunny getting a third. Zangetsu sticking the defuse, able to grab it for the team. A 4th one for Bobo Horchata. Kishin's efforts will not go in vain. And they continue to deny Kiminova any round wins despite their best efforts. That side take means nothing in the face of Zangetsu's nerves of steel.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Kishin already with 1 pick early on in the round and a lot of damage to Aquinox, so it's essentially 2 picks for the side of Bobo Horchata. Already had an advantage. Always Sunny coming back towards A short to reconvene with their team. Sprigwave clearing out that that Prowler that Muffcakes has sent. And the Dizzy gets cleared out by Zen, able to grab Aquinox, who is already low with a headshot through the wall. Look at Potato again! Taking a lot of that. What is this round? Luck and Potato is already at 10 health once again, much like his teammate, much like their teammate. It just seems like they're unable to grab a clean pick without losing too much health. But the numbers have equalized. Muffcakes' Fade utility doesn't quite get anything, but they do suspect that people are behind the site. Always Sunny with a terrific peek onto Sprigwave, and the Cypher ult goes live. The neural theft grabbing that information, allowing Kiminoba to complete a rotate. Muffcakes getting caught by the wire. Zangetsu can punish, and the one-way cage is so good. And another pick from Zangetsu onto Luck and Potato, spotting the toes of the Brimstone. Always Sunny able to grab the spike, but not quite able to make an escape as they're forced to re-engage. Grabbing one onto Tree, but Zangetsu can stall the clock. Will Zangetsu allow Sunny to plant? It seems so. Zangetsu mistakenly thought that they had enough time. Sunny able to get away with the plant for now. Zangetsu able to sit on the cam as long as they want. They have the safety of their positioning. And the peek from Zangetsu to take out Always Sunny 777. Again, Zangetsu displaying nerves of steel. Put into another clutch situation, able to get rid of the enemy Cypher. And considering he played Neon last game, this is definitely insane versatility from this player. Seems like Kiminova is already calling the timeout, so we get a little bit of a minute to cool down.
Here.
Here.
Kiminoba going for a quick take towards Shower, using all their utility to take the space incredibly aggressively, but Kishin is not done with them quite yet. Luck and Potato able to punish both aggressively positioned players. Sprigwave gets caught by the Thrash. Beautiful work from the Gecko. Only one loss by Kiminoba. The fragment coming through from Tree, able to deny the plant onto the front side of Triple. But Muffcakes will go for the plant once again. The flash going through, catching onto Tree from behind. Zangetsu able to get rid of Muffcakes. The bomb is down. And the detain onto Tree by Aquinox. And Backclass VA is able to effectively follow up. Because, well, he's not in any danger to get peeked from heaven. Great side take by Kiminoba. Able to combine all their util together, play it quick. And effectively steal the side away from Boba Horchata. They are on the board.
On my way. On my way. Time to jump.
Again, a fast take onto back, it seems. Using all their util, honestly giving Boba Horchata a taste of their own medicine. A complete bum rush towards one part. They've got the Dimensional Drift as well as the Nightfall coming out, catching onto several players. Backclass VA can completely uncloak themselves, and the Brimstone Orbital Strike grabbing two from Luck and Potato. Grabbing 2, grabbing Sprigwave and grabbing Zen. And there's only 2 players remaining for Boba Horchata. Can they even get rid of any of these Kiminoba players now that they've decided to completely change their playstyle? Look at Potato with a third jumping up and down with a Vandal to try to grab another, but Muffcakes is having none of that. Muffcakes wants to just secure the round and call it the end. An interesting change of pace for Kiminoba here. It seems that Boba Horchata is able to punish the slow plays, but Kiminoba switching up the tempo quite a bit, grabbing themselves 2 rounds, a potential tide turner.
Hit demons are not looking. Cutting through.
Now once again we have 3 players instead of 4 towards Bath. Prowler going live, Flash going through. Catching onto Zen, who's, oh my god, getting aggressive already, but they don't know that Tree's back there. Bad class VA with an incredible flick.
Fake teleport.
The fake teleport able to get back, but oh my goodness, Kishin with great trigger discipline, but little does he know that Aquinox is right behind him. He might run straight into the loving arms of Muffcakes, but oh my goodness, Kishin keeping it competitive once again. Luck and Tea Potato finally shuts it down, but 2v2 as the dust settles. Potato is still, oh my goodness, Sprigwave with the aggressive teleport, grabbing 1 onto bad class VA. Will the second flash go through? Not needed. Sprigwave grabs 2, making sure that Kishin's trigger discipline pays off. 6 on the board for Boba Horchata. The momentum comes to a screeching halt. Or so I think it does.
Time to jump.
Again, 2 players running towards Bath. Bad class VA and Muffcakes taking the aggressive positioning. The flash from Tree, maybe for Zen to capitalize, but not quite. Not quite. Zen takes a bit of a beating, and ultimately is the benefits the least from that engagement. Even though the armor's gone,
My potter broke.
their teammate quickly restores their health. And now we are essentially back to square one. The decoy able to catch onto the player close right. Zen tagging up bad class just enough to where the armor's gone, but look at the space that Kiminoba has had towards B. Potato and Aquinox
Right here.
able to come up long uncontested. Dizzy going through, not quite catching on to anyone as 3 players of Boba Horchata look to reposition towards the B site, helping out their Cypher.
Smoke's down.
And Sunny putting down the camera only for it to immediately get taken out. Kishin with the paranoia to stall. 30 seconds remaining for Kiminoba. They need to make a move. They immediately teleport back to A, which is completely open now. But Tree can play spoiler. Tree has the null command. Tree has fragment. Tree has full utility, but not quite able to stop the wingman from planting. Potato gets caught by Tree, but the plant goes through. And the Seekers looking to hunt these players towards Bath. They know where they all are. They're looking for the aggressive swing. Sprigwave diffusing. Sunny and backclass VA chiming in with 2. Able to catch 3 is Sunny. Zangetsu again in a clutch situation, grabbing 2 kills. It's all up to Aquinox. And the neural theft comes through, but the Mosh can also go through at the same time, stopping Zangetsu from sticking the defuse. But who will come out on top? Who will have the better timing? Who will have the better crosshair placement? Who will be more poised and more calm in the situation? And that will be Zangetsu. Zangetsu grabbing the half as well as the full defuse. And the 3rd elimination, clutching once again for Boba Horchata. And that is a very interesting spray. These rounds are incredibly close. They're literally coming down to a wire at this point. Or the wire, I suppose. Excuse me, my first language isn't English.
This goes here. This should do. Okay, let's get set up.
Oh, we see immediately an early engagement towards long from Kishi. Muffcakes is immediately taken out of the equation, and well, she got her ult orb, albeit at the cost of her life. But well, she got one. Unfortunately, that means that her team won't necessarily have as much information as they want, but they still got that gecko utility. Zen and Potato are literally trying to see if any of them dares challenge them. Zen is trained on that cross angle, and Sprigwave knows for a fact that there's at least one towards. Oh my goodness! And Zen with the game sense spray onto Potato, now down to basically 1 health. And again, it is not looking good for Kiminoba once again.
30 seconds left.
And the take is going through. Can Kiminoba at least secure a plant? Zen and Tree say no, and Sprigwave gets rid of the final player. 8-2, flawless round for Boba Horchata.
Here.
Then with the aggressive angle as Kiminoba looks to do their tried and tested 4-person push on to Bath, but Zen can just catch Sunny here. But Sprigwave is enough. They didn't really need Zen right there. Shoot the Prowler. They see Tree. Can they potentially spam them towards the back of the site? They are completely blindsided by every single piece of utility. Muffcakes finally ends Tree's life, and Bad Class VA chimes in with one of their own. The Spectre paying dividends. Kishin getting caught on the way down. Zen is still here. Zen is behind them on truck, of all places. Bad Class and BVA and Muff are left alone to deal with these 2 monsters. Zangetsu grabs one. The fake teleport from Bad Class. Can Bad Class potentially punish this? The defuse is going through. It's already to half. He can't quite get the peek off the Zen, and the defuse comes through. Zen with a 3rd. Boba Horchata on 9.
Last round before the switch.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this view from one of our observers. Just you know, making sure we admire the scenery. Honestly, I appreciate it a lot. Kiminoba convening 5 players towards A short. The Thrash catching onto Zen, but Sprigwave is still getting one onto Aquinox, not letting Zen go down. Bad Class VA able to grab one onto Tree, but Sprigwave finishing off Potato as well. Bad Class is so dangerously low. Only 1 shot from the Trailblazer can do it. The teleport goes through the teleport. But does he know that there's a Cypher here? Does he know that Zangetsu has a freaking Odin? Waiting for the kill trip. The spam onto the decoy. It doesn't matter. They could still see Bad Class's outline because of the tripwire. And always Sunny getting rid of Sprigwave, who attempts to aggressively teleport again. Neural Theft coming through. Zen! Zen is behind them. Sunny's jumping up and down, and Muffcakes can't finish off the kill. Zen lives with 56 health and grabs the 2 as they're running away to try to rotate to the other side.
This
Now,
is
it
a
seems
nice
like I say this every game, but Kiminoba's spirits
Vessels
may be
there.
crushed, but they are on defense.
This
Which
goes
means that there is still potential. As we enter our 13th round of the game. And as we can see, Boba Horchata are already stacking towards B long with pistols, throwing down every single piece of utility, everything including the kitchen sink at this site. Always Sunny able to hit one with the flick. Kishin and Tree clearing out the rest of site. Bad Class VA is alone for the time being. Kishin is already catching him, getting rid of the Yoru, the nuisance on the Yoru, the thorn in their side. Tree is so low, but can Kiminoba pull off a 2v4 despite the HP? Zangetsu is up close with the shorty, but Kishin able to grab a third, picking up the shorty. Very interested in this this guy as Vengeance shorty. And oh my goodness, the aggressive teleport behind Equinox, not quite able to land the shots, but Sprigwave, the insurance policy for Boba Horchata, as Kishin celebrates how he narrowly survived that engagement. Two rounds separate Kiminoba from the end of their run in this tournament.
Safety's off.
That being said, it's not over yet. Boba Horchata, 4 players onto the A site. The flash by Bad Class VA is really good. Zen trying to fly up top, but Bad Class VA denying that with the pistol. Tree stopping the rampage. But Kiminoba is up by 1 thanks to Bad Class's incredibly brave play. Muffcakes is left alone on the site, but she still has tripwires, and Potato as well, approaching incredibly rapidly. The teleport from Kishin behind Muffcakes, but oh my goodness, the shots go wide, and Muffcakes is left to fight Tree on site, but Tree able to grab 3. 1v2 situation for Tree! 4 kills on the board for Tree. Equinox throwing the Dizzy, able to catch onto Tree. The knife suppressing Equinox, but the ace from Tree to close off the round. A 1v3 clutch for the side of Boba Horchata. Amazing work. 1 round remaining from Boba Horchata. You gotta be incredibly happy about that one. You gotta be absolutely quaking, but it looks like Tree is celebrating as if this was entirely part of the plan. The first ace of the tournament, finally, and it is from Boba Horchata's Tree. Hashtag yeah. One last timeout. One last lecture for Kiminoba. One last hope for Bad Class and Gang to potentially school the enemy team. 10 rounds separate them from staying alive in this tournament. However, it's looking quite dire. 15 seconds remain before the last 18 seconds of potentially the last round of the map. I guess, everyone, all we have to do, as Aeon said in the trailer, is watch.
Ah, this is a nice spot. I must weave my web better. Yes, this should do. This goes here.
And again, Boba Horchata looking to put the nail in the coffin, running down 4 people long. 1 person holding down the flank towards short. Smokes coming live. Null command coming live. Zangetsu potentially getting punished by the Yoru in the flank. Not quite. Spam coming through from Potato, but we see Always Sunny in an aggressive position. Zen up top of the boxes. Oh my goodness, able to take that engagement from Always Sunny despite being 2 health, and the Sky immediately restoring their health. Bad Class VA now caught behind with a judge full blinding Zangetsu, able to cross through safely. And the players from the CT spawn grabbing one onto Zen. Mudkicks is not checking the corner. Kishin able to get away with one, get away with two. Bad class VA destroying Zangetsu in hookah. But is there time for Kiminova? Despite it being a 3v2, despite all odds, can they make this work? They don't have the time. Bad class VA grabbing one more, and that is the last we will see of Kiminova in the time zone tournament. The first team to be eliminated. A number between 1 and 4, and by the count of 3, whoever guesses the closest number will get the first pick. So 1, 2, 3, go.
3.
2.
So the number was 1. That means 3 gets it again. So
It's over.
okay, so you will get the first map ban tree.
Alright, let's ban Icebox.
Banning Icebox once again. Good choice. So that is the first ban this series. And for you, Euphoria?
Let's ban Sunset.
Ban Sunset. Okay, perfect. So these are the 2 bans for our match right here. Now for your first map pick, and I should probably remind you, make sure you ban an agent at the same time. So what is your first map pick?
First map pick, we'll do Ascent.
Ascent, perfect. And who would you like to ban on that map?
Well, let me message my teammates.
All right, yeah, take your time. In the meantime, Euphoria, what would you like your map pick to be?
I want to pick some Lotus.
Lotus, perfect. Okay, let me go ahead and pull that up on the map select screen. And you feel free to convene your with your teammates for an agent ban as well.
We already know we want to ban Omen.
Ban Omen on Lotus. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just gonna wait for Tree to get back.
Alright, we'll ban Cypher.
Banning Cypher on Ascent. Okay, perfect. And for the decider, I believe it's between Haven, Bind, and Abyss. And since we haven't seen an Abyss map yet, I am gonna go ahead and select Abyss as our decider for this best of 3. Thank you both for selecting the maps and the agent bans, and we will start our match very shortly. So feel free to head back to your teams unless you just want me to drag you guys. Up right away, starting on Ascent, we have Envision and Boba Archata facing off in the final match of the B group. Now we are going to quickly send in the icons and make sure that they are on the stream. And now we see a meta comp. Well, not really a meta comp because Cypher is banned. Wait, no. Interesting. It seems that Boba Archata has opted not to use Sova in the meta-ish comp, whereas Envision is using the tried and tested meta comp for Ascent. Not really much deviations minus the Neon on Zangetsu. I don't really see Neon often on this map. I've seen Raze before, I've seen Sage before. Definitely no Neon. Definitely no Neon. So this is gonna be an interesting matchup for sure. This is gonna be one for the books. I take it Envision is just getting their spirits together, and Boba Archata is making sure they're pumped up. They've still got the blood flowing. They've still got the energy going to finish out this final match in Group B. As a reminder, I'm sure I already said this. Cypher's banned, and the match will also be a best of 3, like what we've been doing for the past 2 days. Now let's see how these players are going to handle this map. Honestly, I'd expect very typical protocols. Sova guarding early, maybe even a KO knife early for early information, waiting for the cooldown to come back up. But with this Neon, we're definitely gonna see a different, another layer to playing Ascent. We're probably gonna see a comp that's able to get through Envision without much stopping power, because genuinely Cypher is a great ban for their team comp. Cypher is an agent that can definitely shut down a lot of advances from Boba Horchata, but still the suppression from the 0 point from Tree. Zen with a screamer first pick, double headshot through the wall onto Euphoria. No Cypher trips to be seen. The KJ setup is completely on A. That means that Boba Horchata are able to claim the B site completely for free. And Zen is still spamming through the smoke. Kishin able to grab one onto Lightning McQueen. Antagonist answers in kind, but there's still one up. Boba Horchata are still one up. Flavius Lupus with one onto Zen. And the retake is seeming more and more possible as time goes on. Tree grabbing one onto Flavius Lupus, grabbing another onto Antagonist. Perfectly timed peek. Oh my god! And Zangetsu jumping around, allowing both their teammates to go ahead and grab that final elimination. And one for Boba Horchata already able to take advantage of the good gamble that they took, that the Killjoy would not be set up on B. I guess taking advantage of prior knowledge that I guess most teams do push A on pistol, but genuinely not sure. It has been a while for me, I'm gonna be honest. And wow, look at Boba Horchata all the way in the back to avoid the KO knife from the side of Envision. Antagonist is just jiggling, making sure that there's no one towards tiles, clearing towards A main as well, and now comes the slow walk up from Boba Horchata, staying together as a unit. Turtling together, if you will. The early smoke onto B, they might have an idea that they're going for yet another B take. And the information from the turret will say whether that is true or not. They're able to circumvent it with the fast lane from Zangetsu's Neon, and they're able to get on site safe and sound once again. No Sentinel util to be found, but it is an anti-eco, so Envision didn't really want to ball out on utility. They just wanted the basic information they could get from their alarm bot and the turret. Antagonist already getting spammed through the wall while breaking the door. Tree gets picked off by basically the entirety of Envision. Lightning McQueen chiming in with one of their own. Zen taken out by Flavius Lupus, and is suddenly looking doable for Envision. Lightning McQueen zooming to backside. Zangetsu grabbing one with the shotgun, jumping around, hop a skip and jump. But Euphoria able to put an end to the Neon's antics as the defuse goes the way of Envision. I suppose giving the ult point to Euphoria. And now we've already equalized on 1-1. Maybe Boba Horchata's aggressive bum rush strategy might not work against Envision. They could be burnt out from that first match, but they're still displaying a lot of significant energy here. So we may see we definitely have a game on our hands. Again, we see Boba Horchata waiting in spawn, making sure they don't get caught up by any information. Meanwhile, we have Envision making sure they play their sidelines properly. Smoke goes out for Market, feigning a B take, drawing a rotation from one player. I would assume Antagonist heard that bomb drop. Silo has that smoke ready. Oh my god, and the side take is going through. The paranoid coming out from Silo, taking out Zen, but Kishin with the trade. A free Vandal picked up for the side of Boba Horchata. And can the bomb be planted potentially? The answer is yes. And the suppression onto the Killjoy will give them a little bit of time with utility. Kishin is stuck in a really bad spot. Euphoria grabbing one onto Zangetsu, not able to get away from the clutches of the Spectre. Lightning McQueen chiming in with one of their own. Kishin able trying to make this competitive, but Flavius Lupus clearing out Tree. Antagonist can't quite land the shots, but Flavius Lupus, the insurance policy. Kishin taken out. 1-2 for Envision.
get you.
Go, go, go! I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
Now it looks like Boba Artata are opting for a very aggressive take. Euphoria is caught with an Odin, but able to get one onto Sprigwave. Zen able to circumvent the spray, grab it, picking up Euphoria on the way. Lightning McQueen immediately getting rid of that door, getting rid of that obstacle, but Kishin is poised on the angle, trained on this jet, making sure that they can't get through. Kishin able to land the headshot after a bit of a scuffed spray, but Silo able to answer in kind. Zen is right in front of Silo, holding out the blind, but Zen with the terrific shots. An antagonist, all they can do is flash and hope for a pick onto the jet. But in the face of 3, antagonist will not be able to secure the round as Tree finally peaks and Zen claims a 4th.
Bomb grenade out. Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please. Placing alarm bot.
5th round begins. We got Boba Horchata doing their trusty strategy of staying all together. Again, this is a large part of how they like to play their maps. Zen dashing through as Tree goes and picks up antagonist, and Kishin grabbing 2 for themselves. Silo making it sort of doable, but Zangetsu has a great angle over here. They tried to slide through to maybe pick off 1 on Tree. He does hear them. The sound gives them away. Kishin able to make a quick escape to the B site from the shadows.
Cover going out.
Smoke's going out, potentially able to secure some avenues of safety. But the side of Envision immediately running through B main. The turret's definitely gonna give Kishin away. 8 bullets remaining. Caught reloading by Flavius Lupus, and the defuse is gonna come through. 3 for Envision. Despite his best efforts, unable to get ready in time for Flavius Lupus's peak.
Alarm bot out. Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade.
Seems we have a bit of a tech issue, so we're gonna quickly take a pause.
Get out of my way.
And we're off. Yet another quick take from Boba Horchata. Fast lane going through. Swarm grenades getting triggered. So much chaos, so many bullets flying around, checking every single angle. Lightning McQueen is fighting for their life on site. Zangetsu able to finally put them out of their misery. But the flash from Antag coming out incredibly quickly. Flavius Lupus able to capitalize. It's 1-1 for either side. Tree is still main. Zen keeping it competitive, grabbing 1. Tree popping the lockdown, forcing them into their position, but grabbing 1 before Silo takes them out. Silo may be able to destroy this lockdown with great security. All Euphoria has is a stinger, but a quick upgrade to a Guardian. 2v3. in favor of Boba Horchata. Zangetsu wants to get active. Zangetsu is jumping around, making a lot of noise. Silo grabbing one onto Zen. But is there time for Envision to continue this retake? Zangetsu says no. Zangetsu is gonna deny any further advance, and Sprigwave will also support their teammate. 3-3. Sprigwave can't quite escape the clutches of the spike, but so far we're equalized. And Envision and Boba Horchata are keeping this incredibly close.
Here.
Tap onto the orb for Zangetsu, giving a slight indication that they might be here. Silo is left alone with a stinger on site. And because of this broken buy on the side of Envision, Boba Horchata practically grabbed the site for free. But the fight is yet to begin. The round has yet to begin. As Flavius Lupus looks to put that lockdown down, but Tree able to play spoiler, grabbing two. The fragment coming through from heaven, and Sprigwave and Zen chiming in with one each. Tree was the real difference maker this round, and Zangetsu finishing it off. 4 for Boba Horchata, stopping any attempted advance with the lockdown. I think if Tree waited an additional second, it would have been incredible value by getting rid of that lockdown as well. But still, terrific play from Tree, terrific timing. Tree doing what they do best, playing in Tree.
Here.
Now, Envision needed to pump the brakes a little bit.
There. Go.
Alright, and now we begin yet another round from Boba Horchata. Zangetsu doing what he does best, running, securing the space, maybe not even grabbing a single kill, but the utility is perfect. The utility is more than enough to make sure that they guarantee the site, and the buy from Envision is not ideal whatsoever. Tree already grabbing one towards middle. Again, the thorn in Envision's side, but Silo can definitely get rid of this. A little bit of lag there, but secured the kill anyway, and Lightning McQueen with 2, with 3. Lightning McQueen is taking matters into their own hands, and they grab the 4th. 4 for Envision, keeping it competitive once again. It seems like they're winning round after round, one at a time.
Keep up.
Lightning McQueen already taking the first engagement onto A main. Quick dash out. Not taking any damage, but does deal some to Zangetsu. And Tree with their famous Tree Lurk. I say famous because they've done it several times now, but they are starting to learn to expect it. Antagonist is prepping to flash the site. Oh my goodness, Euphoria nearly gets caught. Jump peeking tree. On tree. And Antagonist barely spots the shoulder. And the blind coming through from Kishin, but the flash drive twice to blind both of them, but the teleport from Kishin just in time, and also one more to get Lightning McQueen. And the team above Horchata is able to finally run onto site, but Zangetsu gets stalked by Silo. And Flavius Lupus, once again, the Alpha Wolf on their own. One of them is quite weak. This is very doable. Although the angles don't really favor any peaks from heaven. So they're literally playing off the noise at this point. Oh my goodness, Kishin. Oh my goodness. The second any indication, the second he had any indication that they dropped, immediately, just instant elimination. And now we see Zangetsu and Co running it through middle. Antagonist with a terrific flash, stopping the oh my goodness, stopping the overdriving Neon in their tracks. One down for Boba Horchata finally. Again, Envision can breathe a breath of fresh air. Oh my goodness, Euphoria just gets completely annihilated. Sprig Wave with the flash through the smoke. The engagement onto Lightning McQueen, not quite ready for it. And Zen. An Antagonist dancing around the smoke. Antagonist with the 0 point, perfect use to make sure that this player is still here. Flavius Lupus attempts to challenge, but not quite doable for either of them. Takes a bit of damage from Antagonist, but Antagonist is low as well. And Flavius Lupus has gone for free, and Zen has been disposed of by Silo. Thank you, Silo. And oh my goodness, Tree, a little bit of a scuff spray, but gets it done. And the lockdown goes through, and now it's time for the final two players of the side of Envision to challenge Tree in their domain. Can they potentially take this person out? But no! Lightning McQueen isn't ready for the close angle, and Kishin is able to dispose of Antagonist in kind.
I'll find them. Revealing area.
Euphoria with an early dart, looking to potentially spam. Zen takes a little bit of damage. Zangetsu tries to take advantage of the situation, completely disregarding his own safety, sprinting through line to get rid of the Sova. Silo the shots! Silo the shots! Silo! Euphoria able to grab one, but Tree and Sprigwave chime in with two of their own. Silo is making up for his lost shots, but Sprigwave able to get rid of the problem. And Lightning McQueen taking out the last player on site, and it's just up to Tree. Grabbing one onto Antagonist already. Can Lightning McQueen come out on top? No more bullets for Tree! No more bullets for Lightning McQueen either. Just one. It's down to the pistols, but Tree is able to grab one, but the Blade Storm comes out from Lightning McQueen. Desperation! Trying their hardest to win this round. Oh my goodness! Just a second. Just a second to reload. Swarm grenade coming out from Tree. Walking onto site. trying to plant. Lightning McQueen is slowly approaching. Tree is standing up, pulling out their gun. But Lightning McQueen comes out on top after a dance with death. What a stressful engagement for both parties.
Last round in the half.
Zangetsu once again hopping a skip and a jump with that neon. Tree is getting tracked by this Hunter's Fury. Not quite gone, but 2 tags. Not to mention the 0 point coming through. Euphoria is ready with that drone. Envision are already on top of this. Envision are already trained on this A main position. Waiting patiently for the side of Boba Horchata to make a move. Little do they know, Zangetsu is the only one here. The entire side of Boba Horchata has completely tucked tail and rotated to B site. But there are still 2 people here that can make this incredibly difficult for them. And those two people are Silo and Antagonist. The 0 point comes through. Silo already waiting for a peek here. Zen able to get rid of the star player and Lightning McQueen. And now the smoke come through from either Omens. Fragment coming through. And Boba Horchata don't commit to this. It's 25 seconds remaining and they're running the bomb all the way to A. Will they have the time to do this? Yes, they will. They have the From the Shadows from Kishin. Able to immediately get onto side, but the From the Shadows on top of the generator. Oh wait, I'm a little slow. Okay, well, Kishin and Zen able to get 1 more each, and Antagonist not able to stop the play from happening. That was a terrific bait from the side of Boba Horchata.
Okay.
I keep warning these people about. All right then. Well, honestly, what a turnaround from Boba Horchata. Honestly, not a strategy that I expected them to run, but Envision fell for it. They got played like a fiddle. And well, now let's see how Boba Horchata handles defense. It is their slightly weaker side. It is their slightly weaker side, but well, we don't. Oh my goodness, is that? Am I seeing that right? Is that a double boost on top of the box? Sprig Wave, knife immediately gets shut down. The fragment coming through. Lightning McQueen already ahead of the smoke. Sprig Wave able to get away with their life, but just for now. As we see the double boost on top of the box on pistol round of all things, and Envision are rightfully paranoid of a setup of that nature. Flavius Lupus already has significant information towards mid. What the hell is that smoke? I think that's a visual bug because I saw it pop towards tree and there's no way they. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's definitely a visual. That's definitely a visual bug. Okay. Oh my goodness, Tree gets overwhelmed by 3 players on the side of Envision, and the spam coming through from Zen, but not quite enough. Oh my goodness, Lightning McQueen barely circumventing those bullets, and the suppression coming through, but it's still 1 down for Boba Horchata. And Envision have control of the B side. Flash going through, but it's not enough. Flavius Lupus grabbing the flank in the meantime. Flash coming through from sight. It seems that the side of Boba Horchata are struggling to retake this. Kishin able to grab 1 antagonist with 1 of their own, trading back and forth, lighting up the kill feed like a Christmas tree. The Omen teleport behind Lightning McQueen, but antagonist answers. And there's only 1 player remaining. Zen with the Sheriff and 96 health. left to scamper away. Potentially look for exits, and he's aiming slightly too high, but Silo is one body shot away, so it doesn't matter. But Flavius Lupus wants a piece of this. Zen not landing the headshot, and Flavius Lupus finally getting that last pick. Antagonist not able to escape the spike, but well, first attack round, Fort and Vision goes their way. Early play towards A main, there's 3 of them. Knife not quite getting cleared out by Silo right away, but they do only detect the one, so they decide to reposition. Lightning McQueen is already all the way up on this catwalk. But Zangetsu might have an idea of this. Zangetsu now tucking to the corner, making sure Lightning McQueen does not expect to check back there. Smoke going through anyway, based off the information. Zangetsu, I don't know what you're thinking about here, but I don't advise it anyways. Flash from Sprig Wave to potentially catch one off guard, but nope, they're all safely tucked behind the wall's tree with the jump peak to make sure no one is back there. And the 0 point now going through, showing that at least one person's there. They're aware of that, ping's going through. Antagonist now with the knife ready, detecting one towards market. Shooting the drone out. Sprig Wave is now in danger. Lightning McQueen and Euphoria getting rid of Tree and Zen. And Sprig Wave continues to be in danger. And now there's only 2 left for the side of Boba Horchata with classics. So, I mean, considering this is the round right after Pistol.
Spike planted.
Not really an ideal situation. And it's not like they had guns either. But we already see Silo and Antagonist rapidly approaching to end the round, and Silo decides that enough is enough. Pulling out the classic and getting it done. We equalize once again. These 2 teams are absolutely neck and neck, and as we can see from the scoreboard, one side wins 1, one side wins 2, and then the next side wins 1, then another side wins 1. It's basically been 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, except for round 4 and 5. And that, I think, is incredible.
Scanning ahead.
I can't use that.
Silo getting caught, grabbing the orb by Sprigwave, a classic move. And Zen with one of their own from a long distance with the Phantom. Very impressive. Seems that Boba Horchata are regaining their stride.
Flashbang. Suppressing. One suppressed.
Excuse me. Alright. Oh my goodness. Kishin quickly shuts down Flavius Lupus off that information, and Zen with the ambitious peek. Paranoia coming through. It's perfect time for Zangetsu to strike. Grabs one. Antagonist with another flash, not quite blinding anyone. Kishin with the final elimination. 8 for Boba Horchata. Well played. Well played. Well played. Simply mechanics winning them that round, winning their duels.
Don't worry, I'll keep them quiet. Here. Knife deployed.
Sprigwave with the fragment. Again, Lightning McQueen ahead of it, not quite able to catch the KO. Zen is immediately erased by Antagonist with a swift peek. Continuing to jump spot towards middle because he suspects that there's one more. Zangetsu, calm and collected, staying on top of this off angle on the box. They know Antagonist is the last person middle. Kishin misses the timing to peek. The flash drive goes wide, but the suppression comes through. Yet another flash drive from Antagonist. Flash from Sprigwave that doesn't connect, but Zangetsu still able to catch him off guard. And now Tree is out of the equation, so that's a free B site for the side of Envision. They got 4 players to 3, but they still have the fragment power of Kishin to rely on. Lightning McQueen is up close, but Kishin doesn't clear it. Sprigwave able to trade that out. And Zangetsu's movement might get punished here. It doesn't quite help him in that situation. Flavius Lupus now with the final elimination. And again, we equalize at 8-8.
I can buy.
Oh my god, the movement from Zangetsu early. Pulling a Skadoodle, except it's with Neon. Just jumping around, causing problems. Zen is already through as well. Zen might be going for an early peek right here. Not quite landing the shot. Still making their presence known. Silo takes a body shot, but the second one doesn't connect. Silo could just leave. He's done what he needed to do, and Euphoria clears the angle as well. The teleport from the Omen. Oh my goodness. Sprigwave. Not sure what the plan was there, but unfortunately gets caught out of market. Silo is towards A. Zangetsu and Tree unfortunately are not able to respond at the time being. Only just now rotating towards A right before they plant. And in the face of several rifles, I don't think it's possible either. Zangetsu attempts to get rid of Lightning McQueen. Now it's Tree's turn to fight a 1 HP Lightning McQueen that's stunned!
Last player standing.
And Antagonist, once again, Antagonist, the insurance policy for the side of Envision. And Envision are up 1 round.
There. 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 Turret out. Placing sentry.
Alright, null command from Envision. And the game is go. Kishin is already able to shut down 1, shut down 2, shut down 3. Kishin! Zangetsu eliminating Euphoria right after they take down Tree.
One enemy remaining.
3 killed.
I would have called Kishin the Iron Bastion if he was playing KO, but that was still incredible out of him. 3 on the round and a complete annihilation. A complete annihilation of the null command. Flavius Lupus though on a bit of an interesting lurk right here. I like what I'm seeing. Here's the KO run towards market. Is he able to pick it off? Not quite able to line up the shot. Maybe Sprigwave will stop for 1 second for Flavius Lupus to line up a shot. No, they're going hunting. It's a 1v4. Flavius only has
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. And Kishin is already approaching B main. Is he ready for this? The answer is no. Unfortunately, Flavius Lupus will not get to finish off the round for the team. Kishin plays spoiler, eliminating 4.
Turret out. Bot coming back. Out of charges. Placing sentry. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Get out of my way.
Nowhere to run!
We see an early Hunter's Fury coming out from the side of Envision. Zangetsu has already been tagged once. The information is given. The Blade Storm doesn't quite land, but Flavius Lupus with 1 for the side of Envision! Not a single knife lands, but Zangetsu's still eliminated. And the Odin from the top of Cat. 4 antagonist, and Lightning McQueen claims themselves a rifle. The flash from Sprigwave going a little wide. Boba Horchata ultimately losing 1 more player than Envision in that exchange. Zen. Not a lot of health to his name, but able to make a difference still if that peak is right on Lightning McQueen. Oh my goodness, Zen with 2 clean headshots. Once again, a consistent performer for his team. Sprigwave is alone on A,
30 seconds
but off of
left.
Zen's play, it's not much of a problem anymore. Flavius Lupus looking to potentially make a difference in this round. Sprigwave might get caught by Antagonist here. Are they gonna miss each other? No! Antagonist barely able to
seconds
catch
left.
an unawave Sprigwave.
Spike planted.
And Envision get the plant. Still, Flavius Lupus is nowhere to be found. And even if the fragment goes through, that misses. Flash drive coming through, that also misses. The tree's being broken. He's in trouble. But Zen can't quite land a shot on the drop down. The Odin is better in that situation, and Flavius Lupus's mid lurk pays off. 10-9 for Envision. Boba Horchata's first timeout in their 2 games. Understandable, they might need a breather, but honestly, they're keeping this incredibly competitive. I think that these 2 teams are actually a lot more evenly matched than I expected.
Here.
I'm gonna take this small timeout as an advantage to grab myself a water. Now that we've both had a breather, 5 seconds remaining, we will continue this exciting Ascent game. So far, we have outstanding performances from Kishin and Zen, and as well as Silo and Lightning McQueen. The Jets doing Jet things. Blade Storm already popped right off the bat.
Shutting them down.
Nice try, Ed the Wizard. I disabled TTS for the tournament. Now we see. What do we see here actually? We see ENV antagonist spraying an Odin through through middle. Once again. Just jumping around, happily spraying his gun. Just continually causing problems for the side of Boba Horchata. I guess it's good noise for them to lurk up B as the drone comes through. Zangetsu is just like, what the hell is going on? As Antagonist continues to unload his LMG through the door, Euphoria and Lightning McQueen are through on side tree, eliminating a 1 HP Euphoria. Envision are suddenly down to 2, and a great swift peek from Silo, Antagonist, and Flavius Lupus chiming in as well.
Could have predicted this.
A bit of a scuff spray, but the Blade Storm goes wide as well, and 11 rounds for Envision.
Remember what worked in the past.
2 rounds separate Envision from their first map. But will Boba Horchata equalize again like they've done consistently throughout this game? And once again, Antagonist with his trusty Odin walking towards middle. Truly in their namesake, an enemy to the Valorant game. To the game of Valorant. Spamming with an Odin. Oh my goodness, can Zen potentially catch them off guard this time? The answer is no. More of a default going on here for Envision. Kishin is also ready on the angle. Sick of this noise. His antagonist continues to jump around and I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. He's just jumping around and spraying with the Odin.
One suppressed.
Suppression onto Zen as the round continues, ticking down to 45 seconds remaining. The spraying continues. Zen is still trying to catch this KO off guard. Oh my goodness, he wins the gunfight. The patience pays off, and the shutdown onto Sprigwave's null command by Silo, despite getting 2 eliminations. Zangetsu immediately trying to force the situation through, trying to save their teammate. Tree with a drop down, the slam dunk from heaven. Zangetsu with the cover fire as they get Sprigwave up, and it's a 3v2 in favor of Boba Horchata. All of them gathered in that little corner behind Generator. Little do they know though, do they hear Flavius Lupus on this flank? The answer is no, they do not! Flavius Lupus with 1, and Antagonist finishes it off with the Odin. The mid play is absolutely gorgeous.
I could fight forever, but we should wrap this up.
We see him pick up 3 Odins this round. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna keep the camera on Antag. Just so I can see him spray his stupid Odins. Okay, well, the early advance onto A was simply for information. Excuse me. The knife gets denied by Zen, and the onslaught of bullets begins. 2 Odins left on top of Catwalk. As Envision approaches B for what could be the last round of the map. Zangetsu with an Odin of their own, and the null command coming through from the counterpart, from Sprigwave's counterpart, the KO of Antagonist. No picks going through so far. Tree with 2 already. Tree with 3. Zangetsu, can you chime in with 2 of your own? Yes, he can.
We did that. Lola.
Boba Horchata finishing off the round at finishing off the round, getting themselves to 10.
Turret out. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
And now we see 4 players on Envision. Top of Catwalk. Antagonist sending the knife, grabbing some information onto Market.
Here.
And three of them go adventuring. Kishin, you're in the smoke with a vandal, but Kishin, you're insane. Kishin, what are you planning on doing here? If Lightning McQueen catches you, it's done for! Lightning McQueen only taking 1 bullet's worth of damage, and the lockdown comes through. Still using the drone to clear sight to make sure no stragglers are trying to take advantage of the lockdown's duration. And Lightning McQueen's already through. Will the smoke fade in time? Zangetsu has an Odin of their own! Tree grabbing one. Zangetsu with the spam. Trying to get Silo to peek. A third one for Zangetsu. The last one. The last player on Envision. So the Sova of Euphoria is in main. But Zen is defusing and they stick it all the way. Tree with the cover fire and 11 for Boba Horchata. A clean 13, a clean victory is starting to slowly slip away from Envision's grasp.
Turn out.
This is not looking good for Envision. If they get into overtime, it is still doable, but it will deny a swift victory, the swift victory that they were hoping for. 12-11, it's anyone's game at this point. Kishin and Lightning McQueen duking it out. Not a single one of them takes a bit of damage. Ping by Sprig Wave, making sure everyone knows that the the fastest car in history is all the way on Cat. And Lightning McQueen waiting for their teammates' drone. The teleport through the smoke. Kishin, you diabolical menace. And the spot from Sprigwave, but Lightning McQueen is better in that situation. The dart from Euphoria up close. The Guardian shots work out. Zangetsu jumping around, trying to get Lightning McQueen out of the equation. Then the overdrive grabs another kill. The stun going through, but not quite. Oh my goodness! Euphoria picking up 3, and Flavius Lupus is lurking all the way to Tree's domain. Not quite landing the shots, but giving Tree a second lease at life. They still have their lockdown, but that does not mean Euphoria can't just use their Hunter's Fury right away, and it might be over for the side of Boba Horchata. Can Tree do this? Is it possible? Gets one onto Flavius Lupus in their most comfortable position. Reloading the rifle, alarm bot going out, the dart going through the pings. Not quite, the time's ticking, the bomb is halfway down, the ring is appearing. Euphoria, you gotta peek this, you gotta stop this, and Envision close it out, denying overtime for Boba Horchata. And not a single overtime in this series so far. Terrific work from both teams, but it's over. With Boba Horchata on defense this time. And we have Envision attacking first, and we have yet another Lotus game on our hands. As we can see here, we see Zangetsu hovering the Neon, which is honestly a classic from him. We have a bunch of hovers for an Astra Viper comp that we did see last time, and Envision played on Lotus. And we see an interesting pick on the side of Boba Horchata, Harbor. Harbor is an agent, as Silky mentioned, that is starting to come back on Lotus. Honestly, when I used to play on a team, I used to play quite a bit of Harbor, so I usually know how it goes with that character. Yeah, let's see what we have. Let's see what kind of game we have on our hands. We got Kishin on the Fade instead of the Smokes roll, Zen on Smokes, Tree on the KJ, and well, we have pretty much the same comp that we saw against Kiminoba on the side of Envision. So yeah, I can't wait. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, right? I am.
Placing sentry. Bot coming back. Alarm bot out.
Alright, and we're off. Starting off with an early fade eye towards A main, but jeez. Slow start. Kishin again throwing out the recon. Not quite finding anything. Stars finally go through, giving away Envision's intentions. Stun and Sun and Prowler are traded. Kishin is behind, grabbing Lightning McQueen on the way in, grabbing another Euphoria with two of their own, equalizing the numbers, but not very healthy after that engagement. What will Euphoria do here? Lucky for them, we see Antagonist instead of Flavius Lupus this time, making their way slowly behind the backline of Bobarcha, the Spring Wave, and Tree. Don't realize that this Killjoy is back here, and now he finally pounces. Antagonist again with another kill. Zen and Euphoria trading blows. Euphoria coming out on top, and the lurk play from Antagonist on pistol working out. First round goes the way of Envision.
Right there.
Sen's already looking at the aggressive. Silo already disposing of Sprig Wave towards C. That early engagement not quite going their way. Tree is left alone with just the classic and their utility. But even then, Envision don't really want to go on this. They're kind of they're fine with the pick. They're kind of just ready to rotate to the other side of the map. Flavius Lupus seems to have a great forward position, at least taking the space towards Breakable, and the recon won't detect them. Flavius Lupus is still in a great position to capitalize here, as the entire side of Envision again runs over to C, and Tree is in quite a bit of trouble because little do they know the entire side of Envision is back here. Lightning McQueen able to quickly dispose of the Killjoy on the back of the site, and Zen's the only one here. Flavius Lupus, the lurk paying off once again. Kishin has been eliminated. Zangetsu trying to make a go at it, but Zen is the last one standing with just the Sen Classic in hand. Silo popping the smoke just in time. It was a fake smoke, and the dick goes through, but Silo comes out on top, purely based on additional health, or I guess additional weapon damage. Again, a slow start from the side of Envision. Boba Horchata Zen getting a little bit antsy towards me, clearing out that turret at least for now. But honestly, Antagonist is happy with just sitting here for now. Space has been taken. Wall goes through for C. All they had to go off of was noise. Envision are trying really hard to starve them from any information that they could possibly acquire and capitalize on. Like they're even clearing the corner by Breakable. And now they strike. Now they run all the way through, and the Nightfall already coming through. Zangetsu has no idea what hit him. And there's a double flank. And even though Kishin grabs one, the spike goes down. The recon comes through. Zen with one of their own. But you have Flavius Lupus still in a great spot for a molly. An Antagonist is in the far back, and even though Silo's gone, it's a 2v4. The swarm grenade goes through. Antagonist still grabs one with a stinger. The wingman hops on the spike, quickly eliminated by the swarm grenade. Swarm grenades on swarm grenades coming through. Antagonist getting one more. The defuse needs to come through. They need to stick it. Springwave able to get one, but Antagonist grabbing one more. And Antagonist with the fourth to finish off the round for Envision. A third one for the team. And they die valiantly to the spike. Okay, that's a little excessive. Okay, I don't think stream needs to see that. But very good work from Antagonist there.
Still waiting.
Stars coming through to A once again. It seems like the take for the side of Envision is going through once again. Zangetsu, unfortunately, capitalizing off the stun to eliminate Lightning McQueen. But Euphoria answers in kind, so at least they've got that going for them. 4v4 in favor of I almost said Antagonist. In favor of Envision, simply due to the fact that the spike is down. And they are forcing Boba Horchata to make a move. We see Zen continuing to hold for a lurk, despite there not being one. Unfortunately, because of the paranoia that Antagonist and Flavius Lupus have induced, that's not an option they're willing to take. And we even see Flavius Lupus with lineups in the very back. They grab tree. Sprigwave is right behind the Harbor High Tide here. Cascade coming through. The bomb is ticking. Envision finishing it off with 3 players remaining. And Euphoria and Silo bite the dust.
Keep fighting. Rest is overrated.
4 for the side of Envision already this game. Definitely a different look compared to Ascent. Envision seem to be completely in control of this map.
Turret out.
Counter wall from Zen. Has pretty good stopping power compared to the Viper wall. It does slow you on the way through. But Envision seem unfazed. They're still popping the door, they're still looking for an opportunity. And we can even see the Viper lurking towards B. And as the rest of Envision start to wrap around to the C side actually. And we already have engagements towards C. Euphoria taking down tree. All that KJ utility is gone but the tether onto Euphoria stops the push for just a little longer. Flavius Loop is not quite able to react to Zangetsu's peak. Boba Horchata and Envision trading blows. Silo grabbing one more onto Zangetsu, making sure that the flank is watched, and the Harbor ult coming through. Euphoria gooped, stunned, Zen. Oh my god! Kishin able to grab one more onto Euphoria. It's just Springwave and Antagonist now. Springwave with the quick peek onto Antagonist, but not quite able to land the shots. Kishin stabilized as they aim before Silo jumping on top of the box. It's all up to Antagonist. Kishin is so low, but the headshot, and Antagonist is gonna show us some very PG things that I don't want to show to chat. Antagonist, I plead. I implore you to stop. I don't want to get banned on Twitch. Like I get you're riding a high, but god damn. Oh man. We start up yet another slow round towards A. Another high tide from the enemy harbor, and yet another nightfall, and yet another nightfall from Euphoria, clearing out the A site. Boba Horchata had the foresight to play off, knowing that they had that ult. Zen is already jumping through! He doesn't realize that Lightning McQueen's behind him! Oh my goodness, he still wins the fight onto Lightning McQueen. Euphoria is taken down as well. An uncharacteristic miss from Lightning McQueen, actually. And the lockdown now coming through from the side of Envision. Antagonist able to capitalize on Zangetsu, who was spamming the ult to try to get it gone. And the lineups now coming through. Zen trying to defuse. Envision's antagonist is already on top of the bomb. Stepping into that gravity well, no fear. Sprigwave is left all alone to scamper away from the site, but he will be quickly met with Antagonist, who will continue to hump this goddamn frog. Stop! Stop it! Stop it, Antagonist! Oh man. It's inevitable. It's like every time I ask him to stop, he does it more. Oh man. What a great game we have on our hands so far. Now Boba Horchata collecting their spirits, making sure that they're cool, calm, trying their best. 0-6 is not an ideal scoreline to start on, but as I've said, for every single team that's been at somewhat of a disadvantage, it is not over yet. It's still possible. There is still so much potential for you that you haven't explored. There's still so much to do in this game. It's the time zone, baby.
Sentry.
Stay in the moment.
And Showstopper goes live with Lightning McQueen. Not quite landing. Rose ult, actually not a single lick of damage onto Zen, but its job, it's fulfilled its purpose. It's made the space, it's got envisioned the site. Now they can plant safely. Boba Horchata does not have a lot to work with, but Tree, what a nice shot out of Tree. Lightning McQueen with 2. Kishin sending the Nightfall through. Lightning McQueen unable to react to the player right behind them. due to a lack of audio. Wingman is not quite gonna survive that interaction. Another tether coming through. The swarm grenades. Flavius Lupus with the late lurk. Kishin trying to steady the aim with the stinger, but not quite possible. Sprigwave with the pick. And the attempted defuse, but the thrash doesn't quite land. Euphoria secures it, and Antagonist with the last kill. And I swear to God, Antagonist, if you spray that frog on the wall, oh my...
Let's reset. Deep breaths and all that.
Please! Someone kill this man in the game. Oh my God. Honestly, instead of having a highlights video, I'm gonna make a compilation of Antagonist humping a frog. It's probably gonna get me banned on all social media. But Antagonist, I bet Antagonist will love it. DQBMing! On God. Alright, Kishin with 1. Euphoria answers in kind, getting rid of his counterpart. But the overdrive from Zangetsu could cause a few problems. Oh my goodness, Euphoria! Shots coming through, getting rid of that problem ult. And it seems that Envision are already at an advantage. As we see Antagonist cause Tree to use all of their swarm grenades. Oh my God, Zen! Euphoria getting a third. On the round. Zen's aggressive peak might have been not. Because Envision have secured the C site. Tree does not have any utility. The Gecko on Sprigwave has full utility, but they do still have a lockdown to work with, and they can't necessarily destroy it. They're gonna have to respect it. Unless Antagonist really just wants to try to get some picks before they're eliminated. Aw, Tree. Oh my goodness, 0 players detained, but Tree gets another. Silo, the last one standing against very healthy Sprigwave, and Silo's eliminated. Finally, 1 round goes the way of Boba Horchata. And will Sprigwave have the time to defuse? The answer is yes, because a common thing that a lot of Valorant players know is when that ring appears, if you're not defusing, you're gone. Horchata are finally on the board. That quick timeout definitely served them well. Yet another fast start coming out of Envision. Lightning McQueen pathing through the Viper wall, weaving in and out of that. The paint shells going through. Nightfall once again coming through for Euphoria. Zangetsu trained on the angle, but not quite ready for Lightning McQueen's lightning fast peak. The Boombot going around the corner. Sprigwave throwing out Dizzy. Catching on to Lightning McQueen. But Tree with 2 with the Sheriff. Can you get another one, Tree? Show us something, Tree. No, Silo bobbing up and down on that wire. Getting the headshot. It's just up to Zen. Lands one onto Silo. We have Flavius Lupus. And then we also have Antagonist as the insurance policy. I hope to God Antagonist doesn't get this kill. Flavius, you better win this fight. Thank you. Now I don't have to witness Antagonist's horrid atrocities. No, get out of his POV. Get out of his POV. Why are both of you on Antagonist? Oh my goodness. Alright. Is it too much to not want obscenities on this stream? Oh man. Alright, well, 8 on the board for Envision. It's looking a bit dire for Boba Horchata, but I believe that it's still doable for them. Antagonist getting a little bit of chip damage onto trees and throwing out the cascades to clear the space. They're trying to get an engagement here. Zen rapidly approaching with the Spectre actually, evening the playing field. Tree following up with the Vandal, but Lightning McQueen saves the day. Flavius Lupus grabbing one onto Zangetsu and grabbing another onto Sprigwave on the solo lurk. Zangetsu was simply trying to help the pinch onto B, but Flavius was wise to it, and Kishin will follow shortly after. Do not spray, do not do it, okay. No!
Again.
I've never been angrier at a player in my life. Oh my god. Alright. Antagonist, you made my night. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. So, oh my goodness, the 5-man rush from Boba Horchata. An attack strat flipped, used on defense. Flavius Lupus is wise to it though. He can grab one onto Kishin. He can even spray down Tree. Zen is super low. Flavius Lupus, one more. Can you get one more? Can you show me something? Show me another Phantom Spray. No. Boba Horchata is running away with their lives, and the timing is barely missed. The spike is planted on C. Zangetsu and Sprigwave are hightailing it over to C. Sprigwave grabs Lightning McQueen with the Sheriff, but their health isn't very plenty. Silo bails out Euphoria for the very last time, and as you can see from the minimap, I think Antagonist is busy. 10-1 for the side of Envision. It just seems like Envision are toying with Boba Horchata at this point. But honestly, I'm not putting the blame on them. They had a long night. As we see them convene towards A once again, this is gonna be an all-out war zone. We're gonna see Envision and Boba Horchata 5v5, actually 4v4 on this angle. Lightning McQueen rapidly crosses Euphoria as well. 4 of them are trained on the angle. Kishin able to take advantage of the Viper wall to cross over. The Prowler exposes location. The spam goes through. It begins. And they spam. They managed to spam Breakable, and Flavius Lupus getting rid of Zen, the one obstacle between them and between Envision and B. And now Zangetsu is all the way over at C, thinking that the bomb's going down there. Sprigwave, not wise to it either. Antagonist backstabbing Tree. Flavius Lupus actually not quite able to catch the Odin on Zangetsu, but Euphoria will. And oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Let's
Switching sides.
You know what? Honestly, I see the shooting the corpse in VCT. I'm gonna let it slide, honestly. But what Antagonist is doing, I don't like what like, okay, Euphoria BMing is one thing. Like, it's the shooting the corpse is normal, but but the relentless frog abuse, like I don't think I want Antagonist to play in this turn. No, I'm kidding. I'm obviously joking. All right. First round attack for the side of Boba Horchata. What could be their last in this series already. As the half ended 11-1, Zangetsu is ready to make some space like what he does best. Jumping, hopping, and skipping around. Throwing out the fast lane, the Fade Recon coming through, and the Snake Bite missing its timing. Kishin able to grab one. Will Zangetsu force the situation? The Prowler to clear, but he's not getting greedy. He's playing safe. And the wall from Zen actually paying some dividends.
I'm out of here.
Now it's a 4v5 retake in favor of Boba Horchata. We got Euphoria and Flavius Lupus on CT, and then we got Lightning McQueen and Silo already on the waterfall angle. Kishin able to grab one already, but as we can see here, Tree has terrific timing, but their teammates already won all the fights on site. But still, they can come away with one on Flavius Lupus because they didn't really account for the flank. 2-11 for the side of Boba Horchata, doing what they do best.
Area pretty well myself.
Frog lovers
Make sure to cover
unite!
the angles I can't.
I just saw the message in chat. Terrific round from Boba Horchata, making use of the harbor and the neon utility. The walls on walls on walls are terrific. Oh my goodness, the stun coming through, the grenade grabbing one antagonist. Oh my god, I keep saying oh my god because the Christmas tree is lighting up this kill feed. Antagonist coming out on top with the pistol. Zen grabbing one more with a Spectre. And I believe that's it for Boba Horchata, unless Flavius Lupus again can pull off a very, very deep lurk once again. Zen opting to plant towards B inside the safety of the cove, the bubble shield. The wall coming up, Sprig Wave probably expecting this engagement, but luckily Flavius has the fleeting cover of the bubble. Much like a real life bubble, so Sprig Wave might be ready for this. The peek through with the Marshal. Flavius Lupus is already up on site. Can he land the shot? No! Flavius Lupus able to finish it off with the classic! Zen up close with the Spectre. Is he looking for this engagement? Zen able to run away stylishly, using the girly pop to his advantage.
I'll take everything from them.
And now the side of Envision are opting to spread out. I meant Boba Horchata to run through to C, using their trusty 5-man push strat. Flavius Lupus in the back of sight, unable to deal with the speedsters on Getsu. And the spam through Waterfall is a little ridiculous. Sprig Waves Wingman able to get the plant off. Kishin is in a corner. And I don't know, I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Euphoria.
Bring them down.
Maybe delivering some highlights. The tether going through, not quite catching on to Zen. Lightning McQueen able to eliminate the competition. Sprig Wave is fighting for his life on the side, able to grab two. Silo finally putting a stop to that tree, grabbing one more. There's two in that smoke. It's just Silo alone. The bomb's ticking. The countdown is going through. Kishin with the final elimination. Will he be able to escape? The answer is yes. He actually had quite a bit of distance outside of that blast radius. But 4 for the side of Boba Horchata. The attack side on Boba Horchata is working quite well. They're getting onto site quick. They're setting up just as quick. And that's their bread and butter right there.
There.
Tether nade right off the bat, not really catching on to anyone as Boba Horchata chooses to stay back against the early combo. The strat is just so simple, but they show such patience and due diligence with it. They literally wait out all aggressive advances and then they just send it. As you can see, 4 people convening on to C side. Tree and Kishin immediately picking up 2. Tree's on a lurk actually. But Lightning McQueen stops that. However, it's still in favor of Boba Horchata, simply because Lightning McQueen is below half. And we already see the engagement between Zangetsu, Lightning McQueen, antagonist. Stunned for so long, Silo just with a stinger remaining. Not quite able to steady the shots. Tether coming through. Able to stabilize on the Sprig Wave, but not quite able to hear Kishin around the corner. 5-11. Still in favor of Envision, but I'm starting to see a vision of Boba Horchata coming back. Timeout active for Envision. Let's take a little bit of time to talk about today's sponsor. I'm kidding. Imagine the stream is sponsored. I'm not. Honestly, maybe if we get bigger, we will get a sponsor, but not for now. In the meantime, feel free in chat to type !charity to donate to charity. You know, help out the children of Palestine. If you type !charity as in the title, you will get a link to a Tiltify campaign to support the campaign, the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. Any contribution would be appreciated, and again, I will try to match whatever's donated. But I mean, if it's a little too much, I can't quite guarantee it, because honestly, I'm not a very rich person, but I do want to make a difference. Otherwise, any contribution to the stream is absolutely much appreciated. And honestly, I really appreciate most of the I appreciate most of the contributions and the subs from you know, so far. Now, back to business. Boba Horchata grouping up towards C. We have 2 of the members of Envision already up through the smoke. Zangetsu, oh my goodness, spraying through onto where the orb is. Euphoria is in no man's land, able to get away with one. Flavius Lupus with the snake bite already through. Zangetsu so low, but that's just simply a decay.
Poison's off.
Flavius Lupus not quite able to grab one for themselves either. Envision are at a disadvantage once again. Silo able to clear out the cove as well as the planter. Now the numbers are even. Zen should be able to salvage this plant, but in an alternative position. The gravity well doesn't quite go through. Antagonist though with the spam through the wall. Zen with the counter spam looked like it was on their head, but Kishin able to clear over onto Silo. Flavius Lupus grabbing one, but Zen trades in kind. Envision. Can Antagonist do this for you guys? He's got a rifle now. He's got a lockdown. Zangetsu is on a very, very low angle. Zangetsu's on top of the mound. Antagonist.
Don't interrupt my work.
Well, we're ready for this chat. Lay it on us, Antagonist. Show us what you do best.
My genius doesn't stop in the lab.
Oh, he stopped.
Match point.
Okay then. Well, honestly, great play from Antagonist, and he didn't violate a frog. So it's a great day for everyone. Thank you, Antagonist, for pulling off an amazing clutch. Oh man. 12-5 for Envision. It's not looking great. It's not looking great from Boba Horchata, but a last ditch effort. They have 4 ultimates in the bag, but so do Envision. Flavius Lupus immediately popping the Viper's Pit. Despite so many footsteps being heard. Recon going through, not quite detecting it. Thrash going through, going right past him. The judge not quite landing, grabbing one onto Kishin, but the reload, the decay working in his favor. Flavius Lupus grabbing Zen. And the overdrive coming through. Silo destroying the decayed Gecko. Hey. Zangetsu grabbing 2 as well. Lightning McQueen, Rosal, one more time. Zangetsu still has a bit of charge remaining on the overdrive. Can he potentially grab Lightning McQueen here? Envision! Can you do it, Antagonist? Antagonist, it's all up to you. 4 health remaining for both sides, and the 4K clutch for Zangetsu. Wow, that was incredibly close. 6 for Boba Ochata. 5 of those players. 5 of those players towards A. And the Nightfall coming through. Lightning McQueen and Euphoria are in the back of the site fighting for their lives as the barrage of stuns comes through. Lightning McQueen still comes away with 1. Tree and Zangetsu grabbing 2. It might not look like it was worth it, but they got rid of one of the star fraggers on the side of Boba Ochata. They got rid of the neon. Silo, oh my goodness, and a premature peek. Kishin able to swiftly deal with that with the rifle, and Tree covering their teammates back. And it looks like it might be 7 for the side of Boba Ochata.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Excuse me. For some reason the game all tapped. Spike goes off. 7th for Boba Ochata. That dent in their armor is showing once again, like it showed for Kiminoba. But despite the odds being against them, they still pulled through. Can Envision prevent it? Can Envision prevent this game from going to overtime again? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I need to stop making that joke. I gotta come up with original material. Anyway, Lightning McQueen jump spotting the angle. They know that every single time a piece of utility is somewhere, Boba Ochata is sure to have at least 4 people there. Lightning McQueen making the smart decision to back up as the the reckoning comes through. Kishin throwing over the Fade Recon as Zangetsu is already super close.
Spike planted.
Towards heaven here. And the counter Nightfall. Zangetsu grabbing 1 onto Lightning McQueen. Another goes his way. Antagonist finally eliminating Zangetsu, but Kishin getting rid of Silo and the goop hitting Flavius right in the face. Oh my Zen. Zen is rapidly approaching Flavius Lupus' location. 8 rounds for Boba Ochata. Despite the Astro Wall. I think the Astro Wall was a little bit off. I think they were trying to cast it in a panic. But, well, Boba Ochata took advantage. Still, both Killjoys have their lockdowns. It's anyone's game. This round specifically, it's anyone's game.
Their fears betrayed them.
Boba Ochata choosing to split up this time. Zangetsu jumping around as Neons do. Hop and a skip and a jump to the back of sight. The Fade Recon gives away Flavius's location. The door opening from Silo. All he has is a stinger. Tree takes care of that problem. And Envision are down 3 versus 5. They have the lockdown, but the buy is not the best.
Planted. Where are you?
All they can hope for is scraps.
You should run.
Lightning McQueen and Antagonist running through, but the attacker Killjoy lockdown really trying to secure that round as best they can. Sprigwave with 2. And the 9th round goes the way of Boba Ochata. We might be seeing a Kiminova versus ENV 2.0. If BH comes back, I really shouldn't read chat on stream. Alright then. Boba Ochata once again running it through A. 5 players. 5 players on A. 4 rounds separate them from the victory. And Silo already grabbing one. It's a great start for Envision. Moshpit coming through to stop a quick advance, but they have the lockdown and they plan on using it. Sprigwave still has the Thrash, and it could come in handy. The Astra Stars as well. They're choosing to run out of tree, to give tree entirely. Gravel goes through. The nade coming through as well. Flavius Lupus and Kishin trading blows. Kishin grabbing another one. Sprigwave chiming in with another one. Kishin with 3 and Tree finishing off the 4th despite the lockdown being used up. Boba Horchata is coming back to 10. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Hero. I didn't mean to completely ignore your message, but I really shouldn't say what you said out loud, I'm gonna be honest. So Boba Horchata on 10. Based on the previous scoreline, it seemed unlikely, but they did just win 9 rounds in a row. Or not really in a row, but 9 rounds. Oh my goodness. As if it can't be said enough, Zangetsu immediately makes it onto site, and Kishin is able to get rid of 1. Boba Horchata immediately at an advantage once again. Envision just can't stop this momentum. Euphoria with 1. Euphoria with 2. Lightning McQueen opening the door again. Kishin making it even. Silo finally grabbing 1 more, and it's over. Euphoria puts the final nail in the coffin, and Envision are going 2-0 in their group.
Defenders win.
I know it's not against TOS, but like, what's it called? I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to take any chances, you know what I mean? Anyway, wow, great job Envision, but also even greater job Boba Horchata playing 2 games, keeping the energy, playing 2 matches, keeping the energy up both times.